Welcome back to Half Haunted Chronicles, where folklore and true crime walk hand in hand through the mist. I'm your host, Candy, and tonight we're tracing blood trails through ritual, fear, and legend. From unsolved murder in the English countryside to spirits that never stop seeking justice for Salem. This is Witch Marks and Blood Trails. Lower Quinton, England, Valentine's Day, 1945, a man named Charles Walton, 74 years old, is found dead in a field. His throat slashed and a pitchfork driven through his chest and a trouncing hook still embedded in his neck. It wasn't just brutal, it was symbolic. Locals whispered that Charles was different. He was said to have the second sight. Birds followed him, crops withered where he walked. Some believed he was a witch. And his murder? A reenactment of an ancient English folk ritual used to banish dark magic. Scotland Yard sent their best, but no one was ever charged. Villagers stayed silent, and Detective Fabian, the lead investigator, left the case shaken. He later called it the only case that truly haunted him. To this day, the truth is buried beneath centuries of superstition and silence. It almost reminds me of like a made-for-TV movie that this should have a TV series or a movie. Interesting. We all know the Salem witch trials, but the ghosts they left behind, they don't make the postcards. Between 1692 and 1693, 20 people were executed. Most of them women. Most were innocent. They were hanged, and some were crushed. All were condemned on fear and rumor. Today thrives on witch tourism, but the dead still whisper. At the old Burying Point Cemetery, visitors report cold spots, shadow figures, and names murmured in the wind. At Gallows Hill, people hear screams when no one's around, and more than one visitor has followed a woman in a Puritan dress only to watch her vanish down the alley. Some try to erase the shame, but the accused, well, they never forgot. I know I wouldn't. So they missed one with meats. Here are 3 paranormal places that you should not visit alone that still cast shadows. Hex Hollow in Pennsylvania. 1928, a man was murdered by neighbors who believed he was witch. They used a book of spells and fire. Now, the Blair Witch Legend. We all know it started out as a fake documentary, but it tapped into real fears and folklore older than the trees around it. Now here's something different. An old European lore. Witches were believed to steal sleep from children, not just in their dreams, but the energy of their rest. If a child woke up exhausted, it was said a witch had ridden them the night like a ghost horse. That's why some parents tied iron scissors and brooms near a child's cradle to confuse or repel the witch before she could return. Interesting. I've never heard of this lore. So from ritual murders to restless spirits, witchcraft leaves more than marks on old wood. It leaves scars on the soul. Thanks for wandering through the history's haunted spellbook with me. Catch me on the final episode of Half Haunted Chronicles Volume 1, Beyond the Tracks. You can find me on YouTube and TikTok. YouTube is at Half Haunted Podcasts. TikTok is at Half Haunted Chronicles. Don't forget to like, follow, and share if you love spooky stories and haunted history. Got a paranormal tale or a creepy experience to share? Feel free to email me at halfhauntedpodcast@gmail.com. Until then, stay curious and stay haunted, as always.